guys, check out this super cute. Look at this Dollar Tree craft that I made. These were using some Dollar Tree puzzles. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to share this with you guys. I love how this turned out. Again, if you want to use absolutely only Dollar Tree items, you don't actually have to even paint or stain these. You could use them just as is. This is like the kind of traditional color of a Scrabble tile, so it would look just fine like that. But I like the darker stain, and sometimes the Dollar Tree even has some acrylic paint. So again, if you are wanting to use only Dollar Tree products, that is the way to do it. Also, I forgot, I'm going to run down to the garage and get it, but you do need, I'm going to use just a little bit of sanding paper, and the Dollar Tree does have sanding blocks, and so, but you could just a little bit of sandpaper to take the stamp off right there. I also wanted to mention that one of the reasons that I use this instead of normal stain is occasionally the cheaper wood that comes in these, it just doesn't hold the stain really well. You will get a little bit better results if you use a pre-stain, but just for these little projects I just use this, but you can use stain. I just want to point out why I was using this and not stain, because I do typically use stain for everything. Okay, I want to say that I will keep all of these little pieces, and I mean, you just never know when you'll need a little piece like this, right? Because how cute would this be for like a little snowman nose around winter or Christmas? Yeah, and so circles are always a good idea. Some of them maybe not so much, but some of the basic pieces definitely keep those for other projects. Once you're finished painting, just wipe it off with a damp paper towel, and that's going to give it a really, really nice, just stained look. And then I'm just going to finish up the edges. Just gonna let them all dry. The good thing is this paint dries really, really well. I will say that there was a couple that were like rougher than others. Some of my sanded down, some I didn't. I just kind of liked the a little bit rough look, so don't worry about that. If you want it completely smooth, sand it down more. If not, but anyway, I'm gonna let that finish drying while I go wash my hands. Okay, that has had a chance to all dry, so now I am just going to work on putting my letters onto my boards. Now, again, that you do not have to have a Cricut or vinyl cutter. You can do this so many ways. The Dollar Tree even often has like letters and numbers, and you could either use those or you could use this as a stencil and paint them. You could print them off and paint them. Like literally, you could print them off and Mod Podge them on. There's so many things that you could do. for this, just do not think that you have to have a Cricut. I have one, and so that's what I'm going to use. But I also know that when you're doing crafts on a budget, you don't always have the different things. And for a long time, I didn't either. So I'm just going to cut these apart. Now, for my transfer paper, you can buy contact paper from the Dollar Tree, and that's actually what I love to use. I actually prefer to use that. But if not, you can, of course, you can buy the Cricut brand or the Duck brand, or several different places have brand. But I'm using it's clear, so I'm looking for it. I think I've misplaced it. Hold on, 1 second. Okay, clear, it's hard to see. But what I am using is I actually make a whole bunch of t-shirts, and so I just use the carrier sheet from the HTV to as a transfer sheet a lot of times on my crafts. I ended up having just a little bit of trouble getting my vinyl to stick to my unfinished wood. You can use like a polyacrylic or something to just to finish up, and once you do that, then it just sticks a whole lot better. Didn't even think about it, and I just really struggled. So I'll come back in a little bit and just use some Mod Podge over it just to make sure it seals it all down. Now, this isn't going outside or anything, but I just wanted to make sure that it was all stuck down really well. Okay, so sometimes mistakes just end up, working to your advantage, right? Because I love how these look. It just gives it a little bit of a finished look with the Mod Podge. It is, I again bought that at the Dollar Tree. This is what it looks like. It is still drying just a little bit, so I'm gonna wait to hang it up and take some pictures. But I just love how it all just turned out. Again, if I had finished them before, it would have stuck better, but just didn't think about it. So now I'm going to be using these command hooks, and how I'm going to use them is I'm just going to take, and I'm not going to use the hook. I'm just going to take the strip on the back, and I am going to use that to mount it to the wall. And I'm actually going to cut it in half and use use like one on each. So basically I only need 2 just to save a little bit of money. And again, I got these at the Dollar Tree.